It's 100% tech enabled, without losing touch with, or you losing the human touch in hotel groups or in hotels. I mean, the hospitality industry is built upon human interactions, right? So technology will definitely not replace that. And it's also our vision at Bookboost to enable hotels to cut away the repetitive steps, don't focus on administration and doing things again and again, so a hotel and the staff at the hotel can actually focus on building the connection and the relation with the guests. So yes, the future of hospitality is 100% tech enabled, aligned with the goals of each hotel, and also not replacing the fundamentals the industry is built on. The fundament of doing any tech investment is that you have the basis right? I think this industry, especially compared to other industries, there are so many players, ways of doing things, ways of running workflows, different legislations in each country, and that's why there are so many different players trying to solve a diverse amount of problems. And that means systems also don't talk well with each other. So to make your tech investments profitable and return of investment driven, you have to get the basics right. And the basics is, the fundamentals are in data. Customer data, reservation data, having that organized, having that talking to each other, and that's also exactly what we solve at Bookboost. We bring together all customer data, we relate all these data points to each other, and in this way you can get the fundamentals right. You have one profile of 100 guest data points, having one profile, and then you can start building upon that. Then you can start delivering experiences that align with your brand as a hotel. If you want to automate more processes, you need the right customer data, you need the right fundament in your hotel to automate processes. If you want to deliver better service, you also need that customer data right, because then you understand your guests, you can welcome them back, you understand who is your returners, who's my loyal guest. If you want to improve your distribution, you also have to get the fundamentals right, because you want to know who are your guests, what's their booking behavior, what's their spending behavior, what's their demographic behavior, who are my loyal guests, who are my returners, who are my first timers. So really making your tech investments profitable starts with getting the fundamentals right and having a good system that collects all data, and specifically customer data. Also, that's also in line with getting the fundamentals right, because if you have the customer data and your reservation data, like the two basic data points in your operations, you're able to iterate quickly as well. You mentioned, right, being agile, learning from what is happening. So it starts again with an iterative cycle, agility, right? Understanding what's happening, being able to quickly adjust to that, and having the infrastructure to implement, to learn again, and then from the moment back, derive the insights from what you have done and make an iterative circle on how you want to improve your brand. Of course, it starts with the vision, like here's the Northern Lights, or here's the, how do you say it? The star, North Star, thank you. It's been a long day. Here's the North Star, here we want to go, and those steps, those agile steps, start with having the fundamentals right as well in terms of customer data. It's about really understanding your guests. So first step lays in the fundamental data and understanding who are your guests, seeing what certain types of guest populations do. Probably your business guests behave differently than your leisure guests. Probably your returners behave differently than your first timers, your summer visitors versus your winter visitors. So it's about understanding those patterns, so you can data-drivenly, especially at scale, create campaigns, offers that align with the learnings you have from your data. I mean, look at all the big companies, like how they make decisions is data-drivenly. It's not anymore gut feeling is still very strong, right? You always need to have a touch and understanding in a hotel, like this is probably gonna help with my customers, either being like an upsell, cross-sell, or a different offer, and it has to align with your customer data, market insights data, and how your different guest populations and guest segments are behaving in an operation. It's a tricky one. It's generalism versus specialism, right? I think there will be a couple of building blocks in the industry, right? The systems that house the different data entities, property management systems being really the fundament of reservation data, CRM, CDPs being the fundament of customer data. And then on top of that, there will be more specialized tools that solve a specific problem and plug into those fundamental systems in the industry. Of course, there are platforms that try to encapsulate everything. Then there are concerns like, do I lock myself in too much into a certain platform? I think there will always be a balance of like tools that solve a very specific problem and tools that are really creating the fundament and then quickly deriving values out of that. So for us at Bookboost, what that means is getting the customer data right, doing CRM with marketing, customer journeys, guest app, and ticketing. And we also have partners that plug into that ecosystem to improve workflows, automations, agent AIs, all those things which are more specialized, maybe for different regions or for a very specific problem. So there will be both. I mean, we just raised a huge chunk of money, so we're very happy with in these times to raise a quite large amount of cash in Europe and invest that in new functionality around customer data, relating data, bringing better experiences towards the guest for our clients, and launching more functionality that's focused on creating more loyal guests, because loyal guests bring more direct bookings in the end, right? So really excited for that, getting our foots down more in our core markets, and working with more innovative clients in our portfolio.